I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Slam, slam, slam.
Half 85, half 85.
A first down carry for Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
2 times, 2 times. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check 4, check alert. Alert 3. Check 3.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
55.
Hey, hold.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Switch up. He's coming.
Hey, Zoo.
He's coming, double up.
Go.
Over. Roy. Jim.
Hard. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
60 Pittsburgh.
The tackle made by Miles Jack.
80 weapons.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd
44
and
to
4.
Mike. 44 to Mike. Check.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, Delta.
Mike spoke.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. McBride. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready, set.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, team 6. Hit it.
On 4th down, McBride. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Get ready.
Go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
36.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Echo. Shoot.
From the gun, McBride. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Looking to throw. McBride. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kiki QT. 32 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Get ready. Let's get this middle. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Defense wins championship.
Hey, Alpha.
57.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Check 15. Check 15.
On 1st down, Barkley. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the 32-yard line.
Look at me. Go. Yo, go.
On 2nd down now, Clements. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Got it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Look, squeeze. Recon, 132 fighter.
Slam, slam, slam. Undercrush.
Hey, Haywood.
44, Mike, 44. Check pass.
Right on.
Back to throw. McBride. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey!
You.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, check. 44 is the mic.
Now.
2nd and 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Go.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Like.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. McBride. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
57's right. Come on. You.
So after the INT, it's Allen. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Hey, watch it. Hold the look.
On the run, it's Barkley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
It's just me and you. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Allen to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
64, weak.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Watch out.
Yeah.
Check.
Hey. High 7.
Switch.
Hut. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
This is fielded at the goal line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Regular. We go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it out, read.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
All day, baby, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, defense.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Protein spill.
Wide, get wide. Check, crunch.
Clean grip.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Rush in.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. The 20. A gain of 37.
First and goal.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Saquon Barkley. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, McBride. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down, McBride. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On the set.
Mike Bobo. Time to go. Night.
Hey, exit.
44's the Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 44.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down, McBride. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Yep. Come.
Y'all playing the wrong.
Bravo.
Let's go.
Throwing again, McBride. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Hey, zoom.
Kill.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Delta.
951.
Ready?
On 3rd down, McBride. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard Line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
Operating from the gun, McBride. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's a tremendous return as they find. Get him at about the 10-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's get this.
Sets up first down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
56, 56.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check.
Go.
Here we go. 44 to Mike.
Shoot.
Looking to throw. McBride. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
3rd down and goal.
Ready, break.
Now after the sack, here's 3rd and goal from the 20.
You got it, son.
Hey. Hey, Echo. 80 weapon.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Set the tone, defense.
Ready, go.
Defense, let's go.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Quick the edge. Quick the edge. Come. Check. Say.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Middle.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check 99.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up.
Lights 57's right. Strip the ball.
Now Allen to throw. To throw on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 57 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
On play action, Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On first down, McBride, and that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Yo, go, go!
Mike Spoke.
6-6, pull it high. SOS.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McBride. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Foxtrot. Leo. Now.
From the gun, McBride. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Alert 3. Check 37.
Hey, Sam on.
Check.
Clear.
Back to throw. McBride. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Go.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
Ready, ready.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Slam, slam, slam.
You draw Corker. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Hey, orbit.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on 3rd down. McBride got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And a Dolphin first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch left, watch left. Go. Go. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Check 3.
They'll run with Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 37-yard line.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check, check. Check.
Half 85, half 85. What's that?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 27, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Go! 18 Gator.
Target, target, target.
Hard, hard. Buzz, buzz.
Sponge.
Ready, ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, let's get there.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
What?
Get it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Take four.
Rock it. Hit it.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Charlie.
57.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
All day, every day, any day.
Allen now throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Get 26. But, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. Wide motion. Look out.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.